In this video, I will be explaining how you can find the value of trigonometric functions at allied angles. By allied angle, I mean ki pi by 2 plus x, pi by 2 minus x, pi plus x, pi minus x. So basically any n pi by 2 plus minus x, where n belongs to integer, can be called as an allied angle. So now we need to know ki how can we find the value of, let's say, sine pi by 2 plus x. You know the value of the angles that lie between 0 to pi by 2, right? Like for 0, for pi by 6, for pi by 4, for pi by 2, right? So now in order to find the value of sine pi by 2 plus x, I will tell you a shortcut. Okay, so first of all, whenever there is a term pi by 2 plus x, like pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, always convert sine to cos, tan to cot, and sec to cosec, and vice versa. If there is cos, then write sine. If there is cot, then write tan. If there is cosec, then write sec. This is the first part that you got. Okay, which trigonometric function should be there? So I will write sine pi by 2 plus x will be cos x. But now I need to guess the sine. So for guessing the sine, I'll tell you one way in which you can find the value of all allied angles. Just write your graph, and you know that in first quadrant all positive, second quadrant sine cosec positive, third quadrant tan positive, and fourth quadrant cos is positive. So now sine pi by 2 plus x will lie somewhere in between, somewhere in the second quadrant, right? And in second quadrant I know that sine is positive, so I will write a plus. Now if I want to find the value of cos pi by 2 plus x, so first I see a pi by 2, I will change cos to sine. Okay, and then I will see, okay, pi by 2 plus x will lie in second quadrant, and in second quadrant cos is negative, so I got minus sine x. Similarly, if I want to write tan pi by 2 plus x, first I'll see, okay, it's pi by 2, change tan to cot, and then tan pi by 2 plus x, second quadrant tan is negative, so tan pi by 2 plus x will be minus cot x. Similarly, you can write the value for cot pi by 2 plus x. That will come out to be, since pi by 2, it will be tan, and cot is negative into the second quadrant, will be minus. Cool. Now this is for pi by 2 series. Now I will tell you about pi. So let's say you find the value of pi, sine pi plus x. So as I mentioned here, ki when it is pi by 2 plus minus something, you have to change the function. And if it is pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, multiple of pi, so the equation will be same. If it is sine something pi plus x, it will again be coming in sine. If it is cos pi by pi plus x, it will be coming in cos. Let's see with an example. So I have to find the value of sine pi plus x. Okay, so I know it is pi, so I'll write here sine x. Now in order to guess the sine pi plus x, it lies in third quadrant, and in third quadrant I know that sine is negative, so sine pi plus x will be minus sine x. Similarly, cos pi plus x, since it is pi, so I will write the same function cos. Now sine, third quadrant, cos is negative, so you will write minus cos x. Then tan pi plus x, since it is pi, I will copy the same trigonometric function tan, and tan is positive in third quadrant, so it will be plus tan x, right? I will do for negative signs too. let's say I want to find the value of sine pi by 2 minus x, right? So first thing is pi by 2 here, so change sine to cos. Now pi by 2 minus x will lie between first quadrant, line first quadrant, so it will be plus. Similarly, if I want to find the value of cos 3 pi by 2 minus x, it is 3 pi by 2, means something multiple of pi by 2, change the trigonometric function to sine, and 3 pi by 2 minus x. So 3 pi by 2 minus x will lie in this third quadrant, right? So, and cos is negative in third quadrant, so it will be cos 3 pi by 2 minus x will be minus sine x. Similarly, cos pi by 2 minus x, since it is pi by 2, change the function to sine, and it will lie in the first quadrant. First quadrant, every trigonometric function is positive, so you will keep a plus sign here. So in this way you can find the value of any trigonometric function at any allied angles. The only thing that you need to remember is, if it is a multiple of pi by 2, you need to change the trigonometric function, sine to cos and cos to sine, and then tan to cot, cot to tan. And if it is a multiple of pi, you need to keep the same equation, same function on the right hand side. And now comes the part of guessing the sign. So to guess the sign, you see if it is pi by 2 plus x, which means it will lie into the second quadrant, and then see whether the function is positive or negative in that quadrant, and then write the sign. So that's how you can find the value of any trigonometric function at allied angles.